Hello YouTube, I'm making a quick video of my homemade gurney that holds the proton packs on my ecto1 project that I've been working on for the last couple months. I'm gonna do a little quick slideshow showing some pictures of me building it, and then at the very end of the video I'm going to talk about some of the upcoming stuff that I still plan to do to the vehicle to essentially try to complete this project that I'm working on to get it as complete as possible to the original car. So hope you enjoy. Alright, I got all my little holders ready. I got them sitting on their brackets. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start positioning them, on the I guess you say the flat portion here, an arrangement to where they're all going to fit in there. And then I'm going to mount a box in the back temporarily to hold the trap and the goggles, but that'll eventually go somewhere else on the car. But for now, that's just where I'm going to put it. Moving along with it.
Like someone telling you what to say. Like you've lost control.
Working on the metal tubing that's going to essentially go around the gurney, for the proton packs. Now, I went online to try to see if I could get an idea of what it originally looked like. And from what I've noticed on the, I guess you say the side that would go into the ecto1 first, which would be essentially where the head of the patient would be, kind of raised up, like that. This is really the only picture I could find of it. So you can see where I've kind of got that raise up right there. I'm getting started on the lower half right here. I'm just gonna make little risers and make it. I'm gonna make it essentially the full piece, and then I'll attach it to my wooden frame essentially that I built, so it'll slide in and out with the wood frame that I built. But it's coming along. Okay, got the main frame done. Obviously I do some sanding on it, paint it. Now I'm getting ready to start making my brackets to hook it onto the carriage, I guess you can say.
See the danger sign, sneaking up from behind. Kinda like someone telling you what to say. Like you've lost control. Something going on in your soul. See you coming.
Okay, here's pretty much the finished product. There's one thing that I didn't do that I wish I would have done, but I kind of didn't think about it at the time. When I was building that slide portion, I didn't leave an area to accept the drop legs. Like on a normal gurney, when you pull them out, they have the legs that drop, the wheels that are on them and everything, so you can roll them around. I didn't leave an area for that. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just make a leg that I can just prop up underneath there. If I'm at a show and say I have this sitting out, for the most part, it's not really going to be out. It's more or less just for, show. But it is kind of nice to be able to pull it out. Just add that last little bit of, character to it to be able to slide it out and see the proton packs. But that's not really going to be out for a lot. I might slide it out, show it off, and slide it back in. So I'm not too worried about it, but I might still make the leg just in case. But I had that picture that I was going off of to try to get the overall shape of this. And you see where the stair steps a little bit. I actually, in the picture kind of shows that those are kind of stair steps. And then the bottom one just comes to an abrupt stop. That's where one of the wheels would have been attached to, or one of the legs. And then the other portion that drops up, or essentially not drops up, but raises up in the back there. That picture I had, kind of showed that. I almost didn't catch that right at first. But you can see it's pretty much about done, and it works pretty good. I'm going to show you, you know, sliding it in and out, and how well it works and how well it tucks up inside there. And see, it goes right in there nice and neat. I have it pushed all the way over as far as I can. I also have it set up to where when the doors close, it's only about a half of an inch away from it, so if I'm taking off in traffic, I don't have to worry about the thing sliding back and forth and banging and clanging and making a bunch of noise. So, plus also being on the wood and not actually on guides or rollers or anything like that, it also keeps it a little more rigid from doing that, which is kind of nice. But you can see it kind of, I mean, it comes right out. I am going to be putting a stop block on it, on the back side. So what I'll do is, it'll stop it where I want it. I'm still playing with the distance of how far I want it to actually come out. It's probably going to come out somewhere about here when it's said and done. And as you can see, I mean, it supports itself pretty good. You see it has a little bit of a wiggle. But if I put those legs on there, if it's going to be up for a long duration time, I can do that. But for the most part, I think it supports itself pretty good. And I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, that chrome spray paint is, you know, it's okay for what it is. I mean, it is spray paint. So. But that's pretty much about a wrap on that portion of the build. The next part is going to be building some of the stuff that goes inside here. There's a big box that sits in this corner, and then there's another kind of box deal that sits up in the front corner. I'm going to build it to actually overlap over my slide there, so this way it kind of hides some of that. And then I'm thinking about, you know, this area right here, cutting this out a little bit further and putting another seat there. You know, with the wife and kids, if we decide we all want to go somewhere in the car, 3 of us can fit in the front because there's a bench seat. The 4th person, usually it's my wife, will sit in the back. We like to make sure, we definitely want to make sure our kids are buckled, but I really need to get that extra seat in there for safety, you know, especially for the whole family. But this is one more thing I can check off the list of things I got to do. I still got to do, you know, those interior pieces. And I still got the vent tube that still has to go on here where it goes from the top of that gray box and comes down to the side here. I still got that to do. But each time I work on it, I get a little closer and closer to finishing the car up and doing all my little details I want to do. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And thanks for watching.